is the referee, Basma Hussein, who gets us underway from Syria. And it is Suwon kicking from left to right in their blue strip. Phase is just a one-off game, and the side that finishes top of their group gets home advantage. That's big.
It is.
Because they draw 0-0 at home with Gambaro Osaka, and that away goal would have given them a better head-to-head.
Asian players, and perhaps they're just fingers just a little bit stiff.
Thank you, and we'll be coming back to you a bit later on for the weather report and the update.
Indeed.
It does look cold though, Chevy,
I've got the nose for it. The weather, I mean.
For some of the Southeast Asian players, some of them are hard, like the blonde bombshell here, Ahmad Latif, who whips this one in and headed clear quite easily by Hee-ju. No problems there. Razali Khalid back there.
And I'm sure Chabunkan will not like that.
Right ball played forwards, looking for Martinez, who gets on the ball on the edge of the box. What a stunning strike! An absolute stunner from the Uruguayan. Has been injured for a long spell this season, but boy oh boy, didn't he deliver there. Well, it looked like a nothing ball played forwards to him. He managed to pick it up, he twisted, he turned. Here it is again, it's just hoisted forwards, just in behind the defenders. They got caught flat-footed, but it was all Uruguayan magic from here, and that's a stunning finish.
Indeed it is, Paul. I mean, that is a top-class finish. Doesn't look particularly quick, but then when he wrong-foots the defender, there's only one thought on his mind, and I'm going to curl it into the far post, and he does exactly that. And Paul, we go back to that earlier attack from the Blue Wings.
The stats, the Singapore Armed Forces did score a goal here in last season's competition, where they allowed
Federico Martínez to score, and then they get sloppy again.
Will they be sloppy for the whole 90 minutes? Kim Dayu,
Pump the ball high into the box, you know, because they know the goalkeeper is nervous. He doesn't want to catch anything. But they themselves, you know, can be blamed for having started this game, you know, perhaps still in the dressing room, the Blue Wings, I mean.
Good forwards. Just clipped out of play, looking for Song Chong-guk. There is, of course, Lee Won-jae. 129 caps, the most capped player in the history of South Korea. 55 clean sheets for the national team. He managed to keep us from the Blue Wings. The experience is there, you're right, Chevy.
I think they could step up a couple of years.
Strong challenge coming in from Razali Khalid. Play allowed to continue. Cho Won-hee is limping away.
Well, to be fair to Khalid, I thought, you know, 50-50, Paul. Both players going in very, very hard for the ball. And yes, the Suwon skipper, Won-hee, feeling it more.
Well, the man who is on loan from Wigan at the moment, been linked with various clubs throughout Europe, Monaco, Schalke 04, or Schalke 04 as they are known. Still a Wigan player, back here for a season-long loan to assist the Blue Wings with their Champions League now in Korea. The way that it's been built up over the past 10 or so years, particularly since the World Cup was there. Drilled in. That's a good strong header. Martinez it was, who got his head to the ball and headed it clear. They all count.
Indeed, Paul, you know, and it is all about confidence as well. You know, get one, break that jinx, you know, that poor form, that you know, nervousness and anxiety that settles in every time they're at home and they keep losing game after game. So even though we've had 38 minutes, I mean, come on, Paul, that doesn't breed confidence, does it?
Bread and butter.
Well, that's what you know, as you just subtly pick it up. So, need to be a bit subtle with that touch.
Subtlety to be there. So Loveridge put his foot through it. Martinez wins the free kick, and just a little bit of respite now for the Warriors.
Well, he's got a great goal. It's been difficult for him. There's a non-existent midfield, you know, behind him in terms of, you know, being on the offensive. And yes, what do we do when we get a free kick? We lump it to him and hope that he does something out of it. And he does. I mean, like I said, Paul, I mean, this is a great game, a great, you know, tournament to showcase your abilities.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing, because he brought that one down with his chest and had a little scissor kick, and that's what you're talking about.
And why not, Paul? I mean, he's up against, you know, some of, you know, the best defenders in Asia, and he's producing the goods. confidence.
That's his second shot. There's Bennett just clipping this ball forwards. Martinez again winning the free kick. This time it's in a dangerous position, 25 yards away from goal, so he has done well, to be fair. The Uruguayan up front all on his own.
Yes, and delivery, will be aimed for him. I mean, he's held his own, isn't it, Paul, against, Lee Wai Feng there. Strong, didn't budge, wins the free kick.
And a little mismatch in age there. 6 years. The senior is Lee Wai Feng. 1 minute of time to be added on. His first half really has flown as they tried to catch out
Not
Lee
the youngest anymore, and this is a perfect situation now.
It is the Warriors get us underway that they have.
Well, Federico Martínez there winning that free kick ball. We've seen Akiyoshi with good delivery. He did trouble Lee Woon Jae before half-time.
See what quality can come in here. Akiyoshi with the ball in, headed to the edge of the box, fired, goal bound, and well, it's broken to Roshan, who couldn't find the top.
Apart from this occasion here, but as a deep lying midfielder, he's really orchestrated play extremely well. He's called the shots in midfield. He's pulled the strings. Anything you want to add on to that, Paul?
Strings and bows, is that what you're going to say?
Marshalled midfield.
Is Wilkinson, who is trying to conjure up an opportunity for the Warriors, and it's resulted in.
This might be a little bit of a mismatch there. Martinez up against the sub who's just come on.
They've got to get the ball in the box first, though, as this one's fired in and
right, wins the ball, then just gives it away again, trying to find space rather than
forwards by Noor Rahman. Free kick conceded by the Blue Wings, and again on Federico Martínez. And the more this game goes on, the more impressive he has looked. Of course, the Blue Wings were in this competition last year. It's really shocked a few people. They've won the league on 4 occasions, 98, 99, 2004, 2008. So to get a team together in that spell of time as they concede yet again, and that's Loveridge. Well, you touched on it, Chevy. The poor marking, the poor defending, and it did look as though the last touch came off Loveridge.
He's been lively.
But never.
His influence has waned, to be honest, in central midfield, and that is why suddenly Singapore are seeing more of the ball further forward than they have been in this entire game.
Akiyoshi again with a little turn. Roshan. Oh, it's Mohamed Noor Rahman who puts that in. Here's Akiyoshi. He's got a chance for another one. Twists around the defender, pulls the trigger, but blocked out on that occasion.
Team feels if you had a 4 or 5 minutes, but yes, they need to win. And if my math had been good, I would have been an accountant. But yes, Paul, if they get the win, they will top the group.
Shiv, all you need to know from Wilkinson, hacked away by Indra.
Free kick, sure. Well, he's onside, Paul. The Suwon defense wanting the flag, not
Great
getting
ball,
it.
Akiyoshi in behind, and again it's the same side netting there, and exactly the Woon Jae, not a happy camper at all.
No, not at all, but this is very good running. Great hold-up play there from Martinez. Akiyoshi does extremely well, nimble feet, makes that space for himself, and then